Hey everybody, I had somebody that inquired about the acceleration on a so Tucson plug-in hybrid. They want to know about how the car accelerates in full electric mode. So I said I'd find out because I want to know myself anyway, and I want to answer your questions. So we're going to go into... So the engine's kicked back in. Now we're going to go into electric mode because we don't want the engine. Might be useful in this case as well, just to set up this menu so it shows the energy flow. Because I noticed on these, if you floor the car, it actually does re-engage the engine. So there's only a certain point, I'd imagine, to which you can actually floor this car in full electric, where it will stay in full electric. I'd imagine if you floor it too far, there's a little kick underneath the accelerator, and I'd say that brings the petrol engine back in. But let's see how it accelerates in a full EV mode. Okay, I'm going to start from scratch in a sec, but when you're watching this, watch the energy monitor on the left and also watch the power gauge on the right hand side, and it'll just give you an idea that we are working in full EV. So let's start from scratch. One thing, actually, I was wrong about the kick. So when you put your foot down, it's even before the kick. The easiest way I can describe it is you just go by feel. So there's a max amount of pressure you can put in the accelerator where it'll stay an EV, and if you go past it, it's going to bring back in the petrol engine. So again, just watch that once more. You see the power gauge on the right hand side on the cluster is moving, and again, that was up a hill, by the way, as well. But 0 up to 100 kilometers an hour, it's not fast, but it's definitely enough to stay up with modern traffic, so you won't have a problem that way staying in an EV mode. Visually, if you're trying to keep the car in the right area, if you see this power bar over here, you want to keep it in around the top end of eco. Once it goes up into that power section, it's more than likely going to engage the engine. But if you stay right on the cusp of where power and eco meet there, you'll stay in EV mode. But here's the thing, maybe the way you think about this car is, when you're in EV mode, if you floor the car, so you end up requiring extra power in this case to overtake something, fine, the petrol engine will come back in, but it's only going to be momentarily. And once you're finished with that, then you'll revert back into EV mode. So like we're saying, floor the car, the engine will cut in, but once you're finished, it'll just go back into an EV mode again. So you're only using it for a very, very brief period. It gives you a better idea. It's kind of hard to nail it down because you sort of have to massage the car. There's a point where you can get a feeling rather than actually a point where it clicks or anything like that. It depends on probably road surface, it depends on how many people are in the car. So there's a point where you can feel the car comfortable as electric, but if you push it past that, it's going to require the petrol engine. But I guess to answer the question, can you drive this car and have decent acceleration in full EV mode? Absolutely. It'll definitely stay up in modern traffic. It won't be fast, but it's definitely sufficient for what you need. Anyway, hopefully the video has been useful. If there's anything else you want to know about cars like these, just let me know and I'll cover it in a video for you. Thanks for watching.